off the record, bitch.
That's the new intro.
He's not gonna remember it though. It's just this one video.
Play it again. Play it again.
Oh.
He already doesn't know the.
Close. It's really close.
Off the record, bitch.
And we went up an octave.
I know. Cause of the squeak.
It's like, well, the second round of that song, yeah.
Next bar.
I'm just gonna keep doing new shit.
Yeah.
Next week it might be this.
You make it sound like you're doing that on
You're
purpose.
giving it
though.
away.
Off the record. See?
Giving all of it away.
Bitch.
You're not gonna tune in anymore.
When I bring out new instruments like this,
I like how that's an instrument.
Can't wait for the album to drop.
Oh, and then your other one.
oh, this one's the best.
Yeah. My favorite.
Anytime there's a sad story, I'm gonna pull this shit out now because I don't want things to get too dark anymore.
Yeah.
So then,
gotta keep it lighthearted.
Yeah, a man murdered his daughter. I mean, like, oh, it's sad, but then, all right, it's cool.
You gotta bring it back up after.
Yeah. But the cops caught him.
I like the shoulder too.
Saving the day.
They just need to bring it to all of, like those mass shootings, and then you're just on a building,
Oh my god.
and then on the floor it's like.
Oh god, Bart.
In the middle.
Very graphic.
A little too far. Or what do you? Wait, what do you really mean?
Honestly, I don't think I can dig myself out of the hole that I just created, but
What do you really mean?
I was just trying to say that that's a lovely instrument, and whoever invented it did a great job. It added a lot into society and humanity, and Joe does a great job of utilizing it.
Like
Oh,
that.
it's like R2D2 almost.
Yeah, it is R2D2.
It's like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that R2D2 like a week ago, but I
Can you
forgot.
bring that when we go to Vegas? Mm-hmm. And then everywhere we go, we're gonna go like, whoa, look at that!
I wonder if you're allowed to bring it to the tables, or if the dealers are like, sir.
Go, Joe, come on, everything on black, everything on black.
Find
You're
out.
gonna see like two bouncers just carrying Joe away like.
With this fucking thing still.
Can you imagine roulette? Like, you know how it's like,
Black!
Oh, people get pissed. You know how superstitious they are?
yeah.
There's already people that are like fucking playing craps, holding their ear and doing shit like that, and they're gonna hear that noise. If they keep losing,
That's B. Choi,
they're gonna
dude.
be so fucking pissed.
I'll bust out this one. It's concealable. Every time we win. And then if we lose.
Oh my gosh, so last night, Casey and I helped Isaac finish his 4th grade project. And it was the first time he had to build an actual model of something.
What a nerd.
Yeah, so it's like the California project. So you know,
Called it.
do you remember like back in or at least when I remember when I was in 4th grade, it would be about missions and stuff. But then now Isaac has
Padre Unipero Serra.
Unipero Serra.
He was the fucking padre that established all these missions.
I didn't learn.
He's the one that built all the missions.
True. I don't remember this information.
You should know, because you're from the area where they all started.
Yeah. Oh,
But
true.
I didn't pay attention. It was so interesting in 4th grade.
I wasn't a nerd.
What? Anybody that's missing a fucking patch of hair was interesting in my book. I was like, this is an interesting motherfucker. I better learn about him.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that stuff. But anyway, so
Spread the
then,
word of God.
yeah, so then Isaac was able to pick out of like a lot of topics, and so he picked early Hollywood, and so he decided that he wanted to create the Hollywood Hills where the Hollywood sign is.
Yeah.
And we
Where all the cokehead celebrities are? Did he put them on the back of it?
That's tight.
It's like Hollywood, and in the back it's all these people like, fuck, bro.
like Harvey Weinstein talking to a girl. like all
Some Instagram models in a bikini, like in front of the Hollywood sign, taking a selfie.
You know, it's funny we were talking about, because for the entire project, I was kind of like the party pooper, like trying to be really strict on the time because we didn't have a lot of time to work on the project.
You're a producer. You're a producer.
Yeah, so I was like the producer, so then I ended up saying that, and then Isaac was like, who are any famous producers? And we're like, crap, we can't think of anyone other than Weinstein.
Jerry Bruckheimer, Judd Apatow.
Oh, true. But yeah, I mean, that's the only one. And then so Casey and I were like, oh. And
Even
then-
Steven Spielberg. They've all produced too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Even Adam Sandler.
Yeah, there are actor producers.
So you guys failed. It's what the room's telling you guys.
Yeah, pretty much we failed. But then he was like, why are you, because he saw us hesitating when we were, and laughing when we said Harvey Weinstein. He was like, why, like, what's so funny? And we're like, oh, because he's not a very good guy. Like,
Yeah, how do you tell a
I tell
10-year-old
him
kid like exactly what happened?
he harassed the ladies.
He made the best movies, but he grabbed some titties. So is this like the project of 4th grade? That's why you call it the 4th grade project?
I never did shit like that. My parents couldn't help me with shit.
Dang.
There were a lot of like shitty home kids that I went to school with.
Shitty home kids? Homeschooled?
No, like their home is shitty.
Oh, their home is shitty? Oh, okay, got it.
Parents wouldn't help us with our projects or anything. So like it wasn't that abnormal. Like almost half of us didn't do our assignments.
Dang.
So there were only like a few of those like science fairs and shit where like people are bringing in their project and half of us didn't do it.
oh man.
Yeah, I did bring it in was like a nerd.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought it was dope, and I was like, man, that's really cool. I want to know how to do that. But I thought that they were genius. Obviously, it's their parents helping them. Yeah.
At our school, like we all had to do the same thing. So like we got the instructions and everything, and like everyone did the exact same thing, and we had to build a topographical map of California.
Wow, that's
out of bread dough.
In 4th grade?
Yeah.
You were learning about topography?
Topography.
Yeah. So we like.
That's the difference between school districts.
That's true.
Yeah.
A good school district, it's like that. When it's a shitty one, you're like, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
We all got these boards, and like you had to. There was a recipe for the dough that we had to make. So we had to make the dough at home.
God
and then
damn.
bring it in, and like we all made it together at school.
Wow.
And then that dough like hardens. You have to like make the mountains and like all the whatever. And then it hardens, and then you painted it the colors of like the sea level, and then like the elevation. Like
Pretty
orange.
fucking advanced.
Tight. Yeah.
Dude, I thought it was advanced when I made one of my school projects. It's a paper, and I made it look like a scroll.
Ooh, that is cool.
Yeah, and I made it look like a scroll, but then I thought I was dope because I would just soak the paper in coffee,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is sick."
I think that is.
That's smart. You know what I did? I got paper and I
Oh, and
just
then you burned the
wrinkled it up.
edges.
I wrinkled it up 20 times and I just threw dirt at it.
It's authentic.
Hey, that works.
I tried to do it with the lighter, and it just burned my paper. It just burned my whole thing. Yeah, and I was like, oh no, I worked on this.
Damn, different kids have different techniques.
Did you ever have to like build baskets or do gold digging or anything like that?
I'm still gold digging.
I do remember going on a field trip. I remember going on a field trip where they had us like
Yeah.
For gold.
And Knott's Berry Farm?
Because that's all the
Oh, yeah, they do have that, and that's pretty.
No, that's where we went. We went on Knott's Berry
4th grade stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember, or at least I don't know if he has anything like that planned out for the year. But
It was so cool.
He did do it at.
Because you find gold, it's like pyrite, and it's so cool.
Did you guys ever have to work on a pirate ship?
What?
I think for a 4th or 5th grade field trip, we went on a pirate ship.
What? That would have been my dream.
Yeah, first of all, have to.
Yeah, so they greeted you, and then there was like
Where's this pirate ship?
I don't know, it was parked like on the coast somewhere. And then they're like, and then they would be super.
You were about to do a pirate.
I was. They're super into character. They're like, arm.
Lucky.
Arm? They're talking about.
Or like man the master, like whatever. And you gotta do all these things. And then like, so every kid would be assigned a different mission. One's doing a sail, one's catching fish, one's doing whatever. And then halfway through and then they kept telling us if we didn't behave that they would leave us out in the ocean.
That is fucked up.
How old are you?
I think I was 4th grade, so I was 9. And then I realized.
I think they probably just told you.
No, they're telling all the kids. And then I realized halfway through the day, we never even left the docks. And I'm like, motherfucker, I thought I was supposed to sail somewhere, and we're just fucking stuck there. It's probably like Queen Mary where you can't even leave.
Yeah.
And it was just there the whole time. And I realized how stable the boat was, which means it's probably just attached to the docks, so it doesn't even have the natural like rock to it.
Did you guys ever go whale watching?
Yes.
Yeah, but I never saw whales ever.
Yeah.
I've been like 3 times, never saw a whale.
I remember I saw one from my field trip.
We saw dolphins.
Yeah,
and then we got yelled at by the guys at the jail cell. I remember like.
What? What kind of school did you go to? Oh my god!
What the fuck?
My parents never helped me.
There was this budget cuts, okay? The fucking school buses were also the ones where they transferred people.
All the students wear orange outfits, and there's a chain that connects all of them.
LA fucking budget
There was like a
cuts.
straight jail on the harbor. And then all the kids were like on the boat watching, and then like all the inmates were at the fence and like cussing
Yeah,
out.
Alcatraz, where were you?
Oh, is this Terminal Island, like close to San Pedro?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, I know
And
that
so
is.
we went out on harbor, and then when we were coming back, like all the kids were like watching the inmates just yell and be like, "You want this fucking life? I'll fuck you up." And then all the kids were just like, and then they're like, you what the fuck? You want to wear those pants? I'll make you my bitch. And then we're all just like, so it's like a boat full of kids just rolling by, and then all the teachers are just like probably like, yeah, and then we're all like, what the fuck?
They probably did that on purpose. You guys are a bunch of assholes.
What a horrific whale watching experience.
I know. Didn't see any whales, but we got yelled at by a lot.
Everyone's wearing like a parka with like the fur around it, thinking they're gonna fucking see some dope shit.
Yeah, we're like 4th, 5th grade, and then we're
Yeah. Like, here, Johnny, here's some binoculars. He puts it on. It's like, fuck you.
Life experience.
Oh, you thought they said whale watching. They said jail watching.
jail watching.
What kind of field trips do you do in Texas?
I don't know. Nothing as cool as that. We didn't have an ocean to go to.
You gotta learn about no missionaries.
There is no mission.
Do you have like a 4th grade Texas project?
Yeah, cause 4th grade is where you learn about your state. So like,
I don't even
In
remember
5th grade,
that.
I remember we got assigned a state.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got Florida, and I did like this
Florida
whole
too.
thing on Florida.
How do you guys remember this shit?
That's the only thing I remember from school.
I only remember 4th grade because it was all California.
I remember making a tissue box
Oh, I had Oklahoma.
thing. We made a tissue box like container thing where you know how like you
Yeah.
could put stuff, or,
Yeah.
like a cover on.
So like for art class.
It's my, I don't know. It was one
like
of my
a
class-
book cover you had to design, but
No,
for a tissue box.
Yeah, it's like you could put this inside of it and then.
Where did you go to school?
They were still learning coloring in what grade? I forgot.
That was in high school.
High school. They were still coloring.
In my U.S.
Oh,
history,
man.
in my U.S. history class, right? One of the projects
That's bad.
that we worked on for at least 2 weeks was a fucking map of the U.S. and we were coloring the different states and writing the different capitals of each state, and people were getting that shit wrong.
That was 5th grade for
Yeah, that
us.
was.
Yeah.
yeah, but people were getting that shit wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, wow, what the fuck? Okay, but this is pretty easy.
Yeah, that's tight.
So you didn't have any Texas like projects or like Texas?
I'm sure we did. I just don't remember.
Do you remember any field trips at all?
We were in Dallas, so we weren't even close to any of the historical stuff. So I don't know.
Well, I remember you said you would take a ski trip.
But that was like in high school though.
Oh.
And that wasn't like for
that's
educational
tight.
purposes. That was like our end of the year orchestra or like whatever groups thing.
Like a,
You were in band in high school?
orchestra.
Oh.
It's not the same.
Tennis. Did you know that?
Oh, you play tennis?
oh, that's why you know how to motherfucking hit it.
Yeah.
I was
but-
like, damn, Casey, you learn fast.
But I never hit it in the same direction though.
Oh yeah, because last week we went to go play tennis. It was Joe, Casey, David, Jess, and me. So like the 5 of us, we all went. And Jess kept trying to teach me how to play tennis, and then till this day, my arm is still
yeah.
still sore.
How you're alive is a miracle.
It's still, that was a week ago.
No, it was like 4 days ago, 5 days
She got
ago.
baby
It was
arms.
already-
That's a week.
A week is 7 days, okay? It wasn't a week ago.
You have to exercise this muscle more.
I do, because I realized I never use this, and I also realized
Preach, Nikki, preach.
my wrist is really weak, because as soon as the ball would hit it, the racket would like...
Damn, dude. I'm surprised you don't get sore by fucking eating and you lifting a fork and shit.
No, it's not far off. My jaw gets sore all the time from
Good,
chewing.
take some
That's why I
calcium.
don't like chewing shit. It
right.
takes forever.
I'm gonna give you some coconut water because you need some potassium. Shit. You need some salt in your
Fish
system.
oil pills, some
Calcium.
calcium.
I've been taking like collagen powder thing for like my joints, and I feel like it's helping.
I'm gonna buy you one of those fucking grip things too.
She's fucking doing the news.
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
She's
Just
like
so
the
you can
fucking
exercise
school
something.
bully.
I'll just put on the, you know, the thigh thing, so at least that you could just sit there and at least exercise.
I'm telling them stories.
Yeah.
I know, I gotta get my body right, man. Especially if we're trying to have kids in the future. I wanna have a nice
It's a vessel.
home for these future kids.
And pass on your good genes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think every Friday now we're doing this thing with David where we just walk 3 miles and play tennis or box or whatever at the park, and it's been pretty. Yeah, it's pretty.
Even
good.
I've been trying to get 10,000 steps a day, and it's hard. Like
How many are you at usually?
we get 10,000 steps, but it's like since we work at home, we live at home. We don't even like really need to go anywhere unless I have an audition or he has like a writing thing. So, you know, you're just at home and like you don't realize how little you walk, like because you're supposed to get 10,000 steps a day, but you
Do you
get,
do
like,
a countdown celebration? Like 9,998,
No,
9,000.
it's more like we're on the treadmill and it's like fucking it's been an hour already and we're just like both on the treadmill like finally because my steps are here. And no, by the time it gets to 10,000 you're just like fuck it, fine, thank you.
And then what do? You wheelchair
Good.
home?
I'm good now.
She's like,
Tired
no
of
more
walking?
steps.
Like, I
No
ain't
more
fucking
fucking
on
steps. We're done.
I know a car's faster than a wheelchair.
Come join us on Fridays.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
should come.
Yeah, it's fun. We gotta make it fun. I think everything has to be enjoyable, or else you're gonna burn out and be like, I hate this shit.
Yeah, well, it was enjoyable when we could walk outside, but then it was raining. So then we had to do it on the treadmill, and then I hate the treadmill. I like running outside. I run like 5 miles every other day, but like the days off, like we have to get it somewhere, and we had to do it on the treadmill because it was all raining outside.
Do you hate the treadmill more than rain?
Only because I ran in the rain before.
Compare the two.
Which is fun, but I get cold. Like, cause you're running in the wind.
I like that feeling.
I'm a cold person.
What an awesome question.
Because I get warm while I'm running, so then the water starts feeling good. And when we went, it was sprinkling, and I was like, oh, this feels really nice.
Oh, and then later on that night, we got in the jacuzzi.
We went to the jacuzzi, it was raining.
But like
Aw,
the rain
that's
was
cool.
The rain was really cold, but then like being in the nice warm jacuzzi.
I like that.
felt
We were just in the water to our neck like this, and it was and I was like, this is nice.
And you can see like the downtown buildings. It was really pretty.
That's cool.
Yeah, so come join us.
I like in Hawaii when it's like warm rain.
Oh yeah.
That was like at their wedding.
Yeah.
We were in the pool, and we're like, oh yeah, and it just started pouring on us.
We were playing basketball in the rain.
Yeah, I'm surprised none of us got injured.
Yeah, we were drenched like a motherfucker.
Speaking of trips, man, I'm pretty excited about
Vegas!
Vegas, man.
I'm super
We're gonna play
excited.
craps and we're gonna win so much money.
I'm so excited to play with you again. It was so fun.
It's so
Lose
fun.
money is so exciting.
Yeah. Even if I win like $50, I'm like,
Yeah.
I want
I
money.
hate it when I win money.
Shut up.
Yeah, because I'm like, why the fuck am I winning? I want to lose. I want to go home broke, and I'm like, yes, fucking lots of money.
Oh, is it because you're just like, I gambled, like, I went all in, I went balls to the wall.
Because I feel like when you gamble and you come up, that means you played it safe. You didn't make any mistakes.
That's not true. You could have risked it all and like
Yeah.
paid off.
Yeah, like
I've done
Joe.
that before.
Yeah.
He gambles out.
You come up, let's say you come up, right? And then you had another opportunity right after to lose it, and you decided not to lose
So
it.
that means you lose every time you go home, cause you just go, I won so big, I'm gonna put it all.
Well, there's times I go home where I win, and there's times I go home where I lose, and I always find myself feeling way happier when I go home losing.
That's the sign of a gambling addict. You know that? People are addicted to losing. That's why.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're a gambling addict, you're addicted.
Did you hear that? You're fucking addicted. We're not going to Vegas yet. We're not going anymore.
Satisfied.
Because you're not satisfied.
You're never satisfied with what you win.
Yeah, you're not satisfied but until you lose.
I'm still blaming it on your childhood. Whatever, you're fucked up in the head.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's not Bart's fault.
Yeah.
100%.
But I like that Vegas is the one place that you could go on vacation and come back with money, with more money than when you went there. Everywhere else you go on vacation, you're spending a bunch of money.
Or lose more money.
Yeah, unless you're Bart.
But the cool thing is like the whole comp system and everything.
Yeah.
That's genius, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking get you.
Because even though you lose money, it's like you didn't pay for anything.
Yeah.
So you feel good about
I
it.
just like Vegas.
I actually got a 3-night stay at a Harrah's.
That's
So you're
cool.
planning a next trip after this trip?
It's an Indian reservation. It's not the Vegas one.
Oh.
And they got a Lazy Susan. The Lazy River, I mean.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Sounds like a lazy Susan.
What's
I'm
so
like,
special?
are they buying you a...
Chinese restaurant.
I'm like, every Chinese restaurant has one here too.
That's like his selling point. Like, I don't want to go, oh shit, they got a lazy Susan.
Like, you come over, Joe. Our dining table has one.
Fuck
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they have one.
No, but this one's really dope because I went there with Kevin and Bree, and there's like waterfalls and all this shit, and it's a long one too.
That's cool.
So it's like, yeah, and then the water's warm. So
They used to have the dopest pools in Vegas, like on the strip, and then they just changed them all to being like squares, like rectangles.
Yeah, what
And
the
they were
hell?
shallow, because I think they just use them more for parties now, to like have parties instead of.
One of them you go through an aquarium.
What?
I don't know if it's Golden Nugget or Mandalay Bay or
It's
whatever.
Golden Nugget.
Golden Nugget.
Oh, downtown.
Yeah, so you go through. It's
really
like a
nice.
water slide,
Yeah.
and then the water slide
There's,
is
like, sharks
through an
and
aquarium,
shit.
so you can see sharks.
That's so
and
cool.
Is the Mandalay Bay the same? Because I know they have a shark thing.
I don't know. One of those two. They rebuilt it. And
don't know the
you go
Mandalay-
through
I
an
don't know.
aquarium.
Mandalay Bay, they just have a pool, like just a rectangle pool. They have parties there, but they might have a separate thing with an aquarium.
They have
just
a
the pool area is like, yeah,
The beach thing where
Yeah.
it gives you fake waves.
yeah.
And then they have an actual aquarium.
But it's so shallow. It just like I just feel like so gross when there's tons of people and it's shallow and it's just like, ugh. It just feels like everyone's body is what's making it warm.
I'm definitely peeing in that water.
We need way more water to dilute that pee-pee.
Walk
Blah.
us.
Are you looking to swim at the swimming pools?
Well, yeah, it used to be cool for swimming. Like when you were a kid, or I don't know if you ever went there as a kid, but you can't gamble when you're a kid, so you
Yup.
just hang out at the pools. And it used to be tight. Like there used to be lazy rivers and like wave pools and so much stuff. And then they just redid all of them to be more of a party zone. So like,
It's more posh. I feel like it's more posh.
They make more money that way.
yeah, exactly.
A bunch of people come, day club, nightclub, whatever.
Book a cabana or whatever.
Yup.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just utilizing your pool for the guests, which they don't pay anything. They just go.
And I just feel like Vegas, like Casey was saying, it just became super posh because before it was like this really cool, like adult Disneyland. Like,
Yeah.
You go into New York, and now you're like on the East Coast. You go to
Yeah.
Paris, and like
Don't
all
forget
of them,
Excalibur.
all of them had
It's a
really
castle.
dope themes, you know. And now like
Luxor.
they're getting
And it was family friendly.
Not anymore.
I like the themes.
That's the Vegas I love, like 90s or
Yeah, there
whatever.
were arcades, there was pool, there was so much shit for kids to do.
Porn cards that you could pick up from the floor.
Yeah, they still have those. They still have them.
They cleaned that up though, because I remember when I was a kid and I went there, it was like sprawled all over the floor. Now you barely see them in the corner of the sidewalk.
Dang,
right?
those kids
But
don't
it's
even
funny
get
that
to see
they
a
cleaned
nude
that up,
lady.
But then it's way more posh now, and kids don't really have that much to do anymore either.
That's so sad. It used to be such a family place. It's so weird. It's like a family place with hookers and coke and.
Remember the Coke bottle though? Like the Coca-Cola factory?
Yeah, I never got to go. I wanted to go. Yeah.
It was so cool. Yeah, the M&M too.
At the end, you get like a sample tray.
Yeah, like
They
well,
don't have it anymore?
there was.
I heard that they closed it.
They did. They closed it like 10 years ago. But like it was tight because you go in this. First of all, you enter through a Coke bottle, like a giant glass Coke bottle. You go up in the elevator, and then it's like a whole tour, and like you go through it, and there's this one part where it shoots a Coca-Cola across the room into your cup.
Shit.
Yeah, and then there's another room with the sample room where you can taste Coca-Cola from all around the world, and there's all these different flavors and like weird like watermelon Coke, like things that you never.
They don't do that anymore?
If you're nah,
Fucking bitch.
no, and you learn the history of everything, and then like there are polar bears there,
I'm switching to Pepsi.
photo ops.
I want to learn the history of everything.
Yeah, it was cool.
I saw a Pepsi documentary the other day.
How was that?
Pretty interesting, but that's about it.